So just before the video does start, a quick little ad on a trading service I offer over on Twitch. I basically do trading guides for both Xbox and PlayStation for all budgets, from silver trading to icon trading with shadow trading and special card trading. On top of that, I do investments for weekend league, pre-team of the week and event investing. And you do have the ability to DM me one-on-one with any individual questions. And you can get all this for £4.99 a month, or free if you have Amazon Prime. So guys, and welcome to a brand new video over on the channel, and the first one of FIFA 22. So obviously FIFA 22 has come out, and I'm sure you guys are wondering how to make coins. So what I'm going to share with you guys is personally one of my favourite ways to make money on basically every single budget. Obviously you do have icon trading for people who have loads of coins, but that is not going to be relevant to the masses. So what I've done is basically, I guess, have a very decent method for anyone from, I guess, 5k to 500k. Anyone who's new to trading to, I guess, who understands trading pretty well. So without further ado, let's go and jump into the method. So this method, you are going to be trading with silver midfielders who are from popular nations but minor leagues. Now, the reason you are trading with silver midfielders from popular nations but minor leagues is because there is an SBC that basically requires, what is it? It's 5 leagues, there you go. 5 leagues, 3 silver players and 1 nation. This therefore makes you use 3 silver players from all different leagues but from 1 nation. So for example, some might use England in, they might use the Prem, the Championship, a Scottish League English player, what is it? English 3rd League and English 4th League, and therefore they'd have it. But the problem with that is they do need 3 silvers, and obviously at the moment silver cards are really rare. We have no league SBCs on the market at the moment, and as a result of having no league SBCs, these silvers are very rare, and yeah, basically they fluctuate a lot. So what you're going to do is you are going to capitalize on the fluctuation. There's also another reason, is because this basically allows so players from major nations but minor leagues who are silver. A lot of people look at a random, I guess, I don't know, like a Belgium League French player and think, well, he's a load of toss, you know, he's worth absolutely nothing. So as a result, what will happen is they'll go and list him up for really cheap because he looks like an awful card. Let's say like this guy, for example. He looks like an awful card. So what will happen is they'll go list him for 600 coins because he doesn't look like he's worth anything. But in reality, he's 2.2k because of the SBC. Likewise, this guy, 3.7. So here's a few sales I did have overnight. Would have got all these Argentinian players for 1k, sold them all for 2k, would have got this guy for 1.5k or under, and picked this guy up for 2k or under. So some nice little deals. I was going to show you guys how to get the deals. So this method will be working on web app and console. And yeah, let's go and jump into the first method. So the first method is going silver England, and again this will be for console midfielders. Now what you need to do is you need to find the highest price you can go on the market without there being more than 1 card over the hour. So if I go silver midfielder England and I go scroll to the 5th, 9th minute, again I need to have the highest buy now possible without there being more than 2 over the hour. Let's have a look. There's a few up there for a K, so 1k won't work. Okay, so what I can do is I can go and basically set it to, see if 850 can work. I'm going to set it to 850 coins. Now the best players for England to go and snipe is any left or right mid that pops up, and any CDM, centre mid and cam that is not from the championship. So what I'm going to do is I'm going to use a mechanic in the game called compare price back out. This is basically pressing square and circle, and what you'll see is this is going to refresh the market. Yeah, and basically what it's going to do is keep on updating the market, and every single time there's a new player listed up, I'm going to be able to see it. But again, you're buying, for England, you're buying everyone who is not everyone who is a left mid, right mid, or a CDM, centre mid or cam, not from the championship. The reason for this is you got to think how many English silver players are in the championship, and then you got to think how many English silver players, you know, will be in lower leagues. Obviously, I think, you know, it might be like 180 silvers in the championship, but if you go down to English third or 4th tier, you probably only have about 50 or 20 in each. So they're a lot rarer, and as a result of them being a lot rarer, they are worth a good amount of money. Now, sadly, the market does not want to be kind for the video and give me an example. It is okay, because what I will do is I will therefore just go into my club and, yeah, use the famous expression, here's what we got earlier, or here's what I did earlier. So if I go English midfielder, let's go and show you who's an interesting player. This guy right here is very interesting because he is a Scottish man. Well, I guess, sorry, an Englishman in the Scottish League. As you can imagine, there aren't many Englishmen in the Scottish League, and he can pop up under the filter because you're going silver midfielders. And I got him for 2.8k, and on the market, I will be able to sell him for, 4 to 5k. You don't have to sell at the cheapest. So that's a nice little 1.2k profit. And also see right here, there's an Englishman in the Swedish League. You can see there's, multiple Prem players. I say Prem players are pretty decent. This guy's really good because he's in the 4th English League, and the 4th English League do have a lack of players. Now, that is how you can do it on the console. On the web app, you can't do that because compare price back out doesn't actually exist on the web app. So, what I recommend doing on the web app is going silver midfielder English. And what you need to do is find what the cheapest sniping filter is, and then increase the coins by, 200 coins. So what I'd probably go 900 coins to 1.2k. Now the reason you use this filter on the web app is because you don't want to be competing with people on the console. People on the console have that really fast advantage, compare price back out is amazing. That doesn't exist on the web app. What you got to do is you got to search, scroll to 59th minute, see if there's any deals, back out. So you can be doing the exact same thing. You can be buying any left mids, any right mids, any centre mids, any CDMs, centre mids and cams who are not, basically from the championship. So let's go and search this in and scroll to the 59th minute and see if there are any deals. As I say, you should be able to scroll 59th minute on the web app, next to no time. And how you find the filter once again is you find what is the cheapest on the market. And you had about 200 coins, and then the maximum buy now you had a bit more. So you got an English 3rd League player. He's not bad, I could pick him up for about, I'll pick him up here for about 1-2. English 3rd League players, I'll be honest, English 3rd League centre mids, I'd probably hold off as well. They're okay, especially if you're sniping them at minimum, as in like the cheapest player in the market. But yeah, I'll be honest, I would add English 3rd League centre mids to the list. So yeah, CDMs, centre mids and cams from the championship, and the English 3rd League centre mids. And again, to go and update the market, all you got to do is back out, decrease the bid here, or if you can't do that on the web app, increase the minimum bid to 150. What you need to do is every single time you go and search, you need to change the filter. If you don't change the filter, it's not going to update the market because that's basically how this game works. If you don't change the filter, it doesn't do anything good. So we've got right mid right there, so that should be good at 1.2k. Let's have a little look what he's looking on the market. So you've got a few there for 1.7, I guess 1.6, 1.7. Yeah, I'd basically go and listen for 1.7. So it's a 500 coin profit. It's not the craziest thing in the world, but what it is it's going to get you learning the market. Because the whole point of this is the more players, if you know how much everyone sells for, you can very easily identify a good deal as such. So yeah, what I'd go and do is pick them up at 1.2, sell them at 1.7. If you really want, you can go and sell them on lazy buyers, which basically means you don't sell for the cheapest on the market, and you sell about the cheapest on the market. Sadly, he is a championship player. They got relegated. But that is the first filter. First filter is England. Now, as I said, any popular nation will work. So I've got another few more filters, and I'll go through them rapid fire because it's the same sort of thing. We then head over to France, personally one of my favourite ones. And again, first off, let's go and find the console filter. So the console filter, again, you need to find what is the highest buy now you can have without there being more than one card over an hour. So let's have a little look what that would be. That will be 950 coins. So let's go put 950 coins and scroll to the 59th minute to see how many cards are over an hour. There is only one card over an hour. So how the French League one works is basically the exact same concept as the English one. You're going to go and buy every single you're going to buy every single left and right mid that pops up, and every single centre mid, cam and CDM who is not from the Ligue 1 or the Ligue 2. Once again, when people are doing this SBC, there's loads of players from the Ligue 1 and Ligue 2, but the amount of silver French players from the Eredivisie is, to put it politely, quite lacking. So what this guy here at 400 coins, I could go and flip him there for 1.4k, so not a bad deal. Some silvers go for crazy money. I mean, you would have seen earlier in the video, there was the that left mid he sold for 3.7, and they would have got under this, would have been purchased under this filter. Again, it's the exact same thing. You're going maximum buy now as high as possible without there being any cards over an hour. Right now it's actively 900, but it will consistently be changing. How you do this on the web app, again, you add 100 coins to whatever the cheapest on the market is. So 1k, you then add another 100 coins, 1.2k, and you do the exact same thing as you would on the console. So you buy any left mid that would pop up, you buy any right mid that would pop up, and you buy any centre mid, cam, and CDM that is from a non-French league. So nothing there. So what we need to do is we need to back out, change the minimum bid up to 150, search again. And again, you keep on doing this over and over again. I'll be honest, France is my favourite nation. If you see my undersign, I'm absolutely stacked with French players right now. But nope, no deal right there. Alternatively, what you can do is you can just increase the maximum buy now by 100 coins. What you need to make sure you're doing on the web app is you're consistently changing the filter, because if you're not changing the filter, the market won't update, just due to how the market works. And there we go. We just picked ourselves up a CDM from the Liga NOS. Now, I did sell this guy yesterday at 2.5k. He's down to about 2k right now, but that's not bad. He's a very, that was a very easy card to pick up. And yeah, another 700 coins profit. They do get a lot of 1k profits, a 1k profit, 1k plus, I guess, profits. So don't fear that the only deals I've shown is 700 coins. You understand this is live, and the amount of deals I can get is quite lacking. So on to the next method, and that is Germany. And guess what? Over on the console, you are going to be going for the highest buy now without there being more than one card over the hour. So again, you're going to proceed to scroll to the 59th minute, work out what that is going to be. It's probably going to be, it's going to be cheap on here. It's going to be about 650 coins if I'm not wrong. So again, all you got is make sure there's, so if you wonder what the significance, by the way, of there not being more than one card over an hour, is because the mechanic of compare price back out, that mechanic I'm using to refresh the market over and over and over and over and over and over and over again is, yeah, it basically only works if there's one or less player on the market. So, you might be catching on to a trend. What sort of players are you searching or trying to snipe with silver Germany midfielders? You are trying to snipe players not from the Bundesliga, the Bundesliga 2, or the Bundesliga 3. Therefore, a lot of the players you will be sniping will be Austrian League, Superliga. There's even a few Prem guys. Obviously, Norwich has about half the German team in their team. So what you're going to be doing is pressing compare price back out. And again, any German players that pop up, any left mids that pop up, any right mids that pop up. Sorry, yeah, left mids, right mids, and anyone not in any of the German leagues are players that you are going to be picking up. So Germany, I'll be honest with you, is a little bit quiet. There isn't a crazy amount of German, I guess, integration into other leagues, especially as silvers. As I say, they're really all just coming from the Austrian League, the Superliga, and a fair few in the Prem. So no deals right there, but you get the gist. And again, on the web app, all you gotta do, find what the cheapest on the, see what the cheapest on the market is, add 100 coins to the minimum, add another 100 coins to the maximum, and again, you're just gonna be going 700 minimum, so 800 coins maximum, or again, 100 coins. Well, you go understand the filters for this are gonna vary a bit. The filters I'm using in this method, in this video, aren't going to be working 24/7. They might be up a few hundred coins, they're going to be down a few hundred coins. I will be streaming, so if you don't understand, just come into the stream, ask me, alright Dan, what's the filter for this? And I'm more than happy to give you either the web app filter or the console filter for either consoles, because I do trade on either consoles. And yeah, I help you guys out. So again, you get the gist. As I say, Germany's a little bit quiet, so you'd be quite hard to get to a deal live. And finally, onto the last league that I like using. And I'll be honest, this is a really nice league. Or nation, sorry, and that is Silver Argentina. So, believe it or not, what you can do to find out the method, you are going to scroll to the 59th minute and see what the highest buy now you can have without there being more than 2 cards on the market. And I believe that is going to be, yeah, that is going to be 900, is it 900 coins? 850 coins in this case. And again, if you are copying onto the trend, what are you going to do? You are going to snipe every left mid, you are going to snipe every right mid. Actually, I lie. Because Argentina, no, I mean, you can snipe every left mid and right mid. You're going to snipe every left mid, you're going to snipe every right mid, and you are going to snipe every centre mid, CDM, and cam, who, probably say it with me, is not in the Argentinian league. So, this is actually a really good one. You'll see that a lot of the players on my transfer list are Argentinian. Yeah, really, really easy to get deals. You have so many MLS players who are Argentinian, so many Mexican league players who are Argentinian. Get some really, really good deals popping up. Now, what you're going to have every now and again is, when you're doing this, another card like this will be listed over the hour. What you're going to have to do is, until maybe that card gets bought, you're going to have to lower the buy now, just because you can only have one card over an hour for it to work. There you go, the card got bought anyway, so it doesn't even matter. We can up it back to 850. But that is going to happen, because again, the filter and, the mechanic won't work if there is more than one card over an hour. So you get the gist. Any Argentinian players who aren't from the Argentinian league, or any left and right mids pop up, you buy them. There you go, you can go and buy that guy. He has been bought. You can see there is, there is demand for him. And there we go. So that is that. And again, I guess, if we must, you find what the filter would be on the web app. You then add 100 coins, 950. You then add another 100 coins, looks like 1-1. And I'm going to go and buy every single player. I'd probably hold off left and right mids, I'll be honest with. Yeah, I'd hold off left and right mids in the Argentinian league, especially for web app sniping. And again, we're looking at, there you go, Mexican league, centre mid. Centre mid's okay. I'd be able to sell him on 2k, especially on lazy buyers. But yeah, you got to, I'll be honest with you, there are a lot of Argentinian centre mids. They do work, and I say they work especially well if you don't mind selling on lazy buyers, which is where you just sell more than what they're worth, because when a lot of people do SBCs, they can't be arsed finding the cheapest on the market, so they'll just search and they'll just buy anything, really. So again, also another really good thing is if you flick right on your stick and you're not too sure on who's in what league, you can literally just snipe like this. So you don't even look at the player's face. All you look at is their league. If you see that someone is an Arg, you know you're all good. You can also do this on the web app by clicking on the top right, I think, where it has a card symbol and it's like 1. Yeah, you can flick it so it will show you the club and the leagues and so on. So I guess the last thing in this is one of the ways how I know what everyone sells for is I write down all of the data. Now this is, you know, you'll see at the beginning there'll be an ad for a trading guide. This is part of the trading guide because, as I say, basically I put a lot of time into gathering all this data as such. I say, you know, it's updated every 24 hours. And I mean, all this data is from, you know, no later, you know, all this data is within like a 6-hour period as well. So I do spend a fair bit of time getting this data. It is a little bit bare, I must say, right now. But, you know, we're very early morning. But, yeah, what I recommend doing is basically doing this. So, because there's so many players selling on, what you can do is every time you sell a player on, you can just go and write down the player, go like Superliga, French left mid. Because what you can do that, again, this is a bit of an advanced technique, I guess, is if I know that I can go and sell the French Superliga left mid at 3-7, I can actually do this if I want. I can just go French midfielder, Superliga. Again, it's a little bit more of an advanced way of doing this, but left mid. So if I know I can sell him at 3.7, if I go knock, let's say, 1k off that, if I go and see him up, for, let's say, for 2.7, I could go and buy him. Because I could go and buy him at 2.7, knowing that he sells at 3.7. Obviously, he's on a low fluctuation. You got to understand the cards won't sell instantly all the time because sometimes they'll go down and up. He might go down to 2k and then up to 3.7 because, you know, there's not many in the market which allows these guys to fluctuate quite a lot. I mean, there's only like 7 of him on the market altogether. So that's an alternative way of doing it. So, for example, I'll be honest, I should probably wrap the video up. But for England, I really do enjoy doing this because loads of expensive English players. What I'll personally do is I'll go English 4th league midfielders. I'll see if there's anything good popping up. I mean, that guy, by the way, literally will sell for about 5-6k. That's a cracking snipe right there. There you go. I'll buy him for 1.2, 1.35. Because when you, basically what happens is you'll snipe these players enough that you'll start gaining market knowledge and actually knowing what they will sell for. So you'll be able to get yourself some really, really good deals. Let's see if there's anything else. There's a really good player in that league. There is some expensive players in the Scottish league. There's some well, I got Nelson in the Eredivisie and in the MLS. Yeah, you can see there's some absolutely expensive players and some great deals you can get under this filter. So won't make it any longer, but that is how you do the silver trading. Most efficient, well, one of the most efficient, especially low budget methods at the moment. I will be oh wow, there you go, there's the Gingli I was showing you literally earlier in the video, has literally just sold. Oh, beautiful. But yeah, one of the most efficient methods, you know, on a low budget, even on a medium budget, because you're not moving on to icon trading, and because of how rare these cards are, they're fluctuating loads, you know, allow you to make like 40-50k an hour. But that is it. Thank you very much for watching the video. Hopefully you have enjoyed. Of course, I stream about 16 hours a day, so, or 14 hours a day, whatever. So you can come in the stream, ask me anything you don't understand, ask me anything about the filters. And yeah, thanks for watching. I shall see you guys in another, well, I'll see you guys in another trading tutorial tomorrow.